Hey everyone on YouTube, how you guys doing? So this is an update to my kiridashi or small neck knife swap, and I think I have to make one little change. Let's just, for argument's sake, put this one there. Alright, so let's pan back again. These are the 20 knives I'm going to be sending out to Peter's Heat Treat tomorrow. In this section here, these knives are for sale. Okay. Over here, these knives are spoken for. These two belong to my dad. He made them. This one is for Foxwood knives. He wanted the small. Let me pick it up. The small, thick, which I will taper down. Here we go. The small, thick kiridashi neck knife. And this one is for D-Man. D-Man, I can't really remount the holes much larger than this, but when I cut out the center part, and I put this in the right way, you can see there's lots of room in here. And if it doesn't work out, either you can send it back, I'll take care of it for your brother, okay? No problem. Or if you want to remount the holes yourself. So I'm doing two this way just to make sure that one of them works out nicely. That's one of them. I'm making this one the same way. This one, I think the holes are a little closer together. It's a little tighter. So whichever one is the bigger of the two is the one you're going to get. And I think when you get more room when you squeeze the fingers in. You could see there's plenty of room there for a guy with larger hands. Okay, and this little notch right there is just how the steel was when I cut it. And I'm going to keep it there because I think it looks kind of cool that way. This one doesn't have a notch, and this one has a pretty big. Having trouble putting it in, holding the camera and putting it on. This one has a nice little skin ripper thing over there. Regardless of what kind of notch it has, when you hold it this way, for cutting, the blade will be down on the bottom. It doesn't get in the way, it doesn't interfere. Okay, so what we do have on the table for trade, let me just put them in my hands real quick so you can see how they work out. I think this one will be a Tonto design. It's got a little bit of a curve over here, just makes it more comfortable for the thumb. Okay. We've got this one over here. Again, I've got medium-sized hands. This one over here fits my fingers nice. Cool. A lot of these, I think, also work in reverse. How big is my hand? Well, let's see. We've got here. Okay. And if I'm like this. Alright, so that kind of tells you. If I were to squeeze this, I think it's over here. A little more than 4-inch mark. This way straight. 3 3/4, right? And when I squeeze it in from like the thumb part here to the meaty part in the back, 4 1/2. Okay, let's go here. This one is kind of cool. I was messing up there. The plunge lines are a little sloppy. I don't know if I can fix it. If I can, I'm just going to rock pattern it out just to disguise it a little bit. Keep in mind, guys, in certain states, daggers are illegal. So you have to be aware of your own laws. You take responsibility with what you do with these knives. And if you are under 18, or if I got any inclination that you're not old enough, please don't be insulted, but there is no trade. Even if your parents say it's okay. I'm not trading with kids. Just my rule. Your parents can say it's okay, but it's still illegal in your state, so I'm not breaking any laws. Rock pattern, another rock pattern with a more of a funky curved design there. 3V steel turns like a burgundy color. after heat treat, so it might look cool. If not, I'll just hit them again and clean them up. So I'm putting them in my hand, guys, so you could see what they look like. So you've got some sort of a size comparison. You've seen those. This one, I don't know. Used to be a really cool neck knife. It fit really nice this way, and then I messed it up. So I cut off the gut hook that I carved in there, and now it's going to go this way, or this way. Haven't decided. Here's one that's got a cool type of pattern. I hope it can. It's not focusing on me because it's too shiny. There you go. Now it's focusing. So after heat treat, I don't know what it's going to look like. If it's cool, then I'll keep it. Otherwise, I will just grind it off and then put it on again. And obviously, I still have to cut the blade. So it's going to have this kind of a pattern and then terminate by wherever the plunge line is on the blade. This one here is going to have some sort of a micarta or G10 scale on it because I have to cover that up. It means it's going to have a little bit of a gap in there, which I'll fill in with epoxy. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to clean that up, but I just don't want to cut the end off because it feels really good in the hand like this. So it's a very long kiridashi, again up for trade, and these are all 3V. And finally, my last samples of 440C. This I'm going to give it a, I don't know, pry bar or screwdriver, a tapered pummel, just to hide that gash. And I'm not too happy about that tip over there, so I might cut. I haven't decided yet. I just might cut this tip down, make it a drop point over here. This one, I'm going to thin out the top, thin out the blade. Where's the, maybe give it a tanto design, and the blade will be a little on the long side. So it's going to look like this. I have something of a ramp over here. Okay. What else is there to talk about? Rhinos, looking real good. This one here, probably my best grind lines ever. Look how straight that is. I don't know if the camera can pick up on it. Nope. I'm not too sure if the camera can focus on it. Sorry about that. If I just do it this way, you can see how straight. And this is pre-heat treat, so I still have to do some work on it. You can see the grind line here is below the two circles, two holes. And on this side, the grind lines are at the circles. But they are very straight. And the tanto point is pretty cool. So all I got to do is, when I grind off the scale, this will drop because I'm making the blade thinner. What do we have on the wall? I've got a tanto that I still have to send out to heat treat. Freehand ground. Grind lines are pretty straight. I've got my Spartan dagger, Gladius. Got a couple of really long, excessively long 3V blades, Bowie, tanto. Not much left on the wall yet. Oh, I wanted to show you this one. Okay, so what do you guys think? This was a piece of steel that I wasn't happy with. It looked good on paper, but once I started cutting it out, it just not a functional knife. Okay, more of a fantasy style, just for show, not for use. And what do you think of these wicked crazy grind lines? Let me know. Look at the other side. So we've got a grind line going here. We got one that goes here and terminates there, the top. Because of the thinness here, I can't thin this out. It's going to be too weak. So it'll be flat here, the sharp along the edge. The blade starts here all the way down. So it was a funky way of doing this. Maybe I'll put a vid on how I did that, but as for a show knife, what I'm doing here, I wouldn't call grinding, I would call carving. And I'll show you why when I do a vid on how I did this. All these are flat grinds, by the way, using the platen. Still needs to be straightened out a little bit. I need to raise this up more or flatten this side to bring this down more. Just having fun, but I'm glad that my wall of projects which are in process is getting clear. Alright guys, that's it. Please post your vids up, VRs to this one. Let's get some trading going. Hopefully everyone is going to have fun doing this. I get these back maybe, I don't know, in a couple of weeks from Peter's Heat Treat, 3 weeks tops. And very few get scales on them. Most of them get Kydex. Let me know what you want. D-Man, I've got burgundy, a blood red. I got a blood red and a red. So I'll do one side blood red, one side, you know, like a bright red. Red. I think that the two would look pretty cool. Let me know what you want, Foxwoods. Put up your vid when you get a chance. These guys are for sale. I don't know how much until I actually finish them. And I show you, guys, I got some Guy Carter coming in, so you got some options. Same for that. Alright guys, this was fun work. Have a good one.